So we're trying to decide how to configure the camera so that, well, you can hear us and you can see us. And the Buddha was kind of in the way, so we set it up on top of the rear view mirror, and as soon as I started the car, it went whoop right back down. So we figured hopefully it's not too distracting and it's not focusing on the Buddha too much. Buddha's can't drop down looking straight out into traffic, I guess, like he should be looking, right? I think the Jesuses, don't they put the Jesus on the dashboard facing you with his arms spread wide?
Yeah.
And most people, I've heard it said before, that why isn't he facing traffic? I don't know the cultural significance. But in this case, it seems like Buddha wants to be looking at traffic, so you're going to have this dangling in front of us as we talk on our trip. Not a big deal, right? We're driving from Korat to Bangkok, so I thought I'd take this opportunity maybe to ask Cody. It's his second time in Thailand, and we got to see a few more cities in the northeast of Thailand, an area called Isan, which is northeast Thailand. We're currently passing through Lek, driving an equivalent of a Honda Civic SI, left-hand stick shift. So Cody, can you tell us the cities that we have visited? Oh, look at a giant Buddha. Can you tell us the cities that we visited so far?
Udon, Thani, Kongen, Korat. Guess that's it. Major cities.
I think so. Is there one city that you liked more than another?
I actually was surprised by Korat. I really liked it there.
Yeah, and we could spend more time. I didn't even show you the downtown area with Kunyamo, the statue of the lady from Korat is also called Nakhon Ratchasima. So the lady from Nakhon Ratchasima, when Laos invaded, and she pretended to fall in love with him, and while he was sleeping, she murdered him in his sleep. So they pray to her now and kind of worship her, kind of idolatry, kind of idol worship. There's statues of her and stuff everywhere. And that part of Korat is kind of the center of town where you eat food and see the statue and take pictures, and there's cool dessert places and stuff like that. We didn't even go there. We just walked around Surat Nari Lake. And that was nice, right?
Yeah, super nice.
What a great place to walk. It's made for walking, a big circle around the lake. And they even built a bridge halfway so you don't have to go all the way around the lake. And Korat is one of those places, if you get on foreigner, expat, where to retire, where to live in Thailand, people always say, hey, you don't want to go to Korat, there's nothing there. There's not very many foreigners, there's not a lot of restaurants that cater to foreigners and stuff, but it's 2 hours from Bangkok. They call it the gateway to Isan. And there are a lot of things to be said for Korat. It is a fairly big city with a couple big malls, a Terminal 21 and a Central. And people are nice. There's a great shrimp place called Gung Pao, where you sit over this little lake and they feed you barbecued prawns.
I'll even say this, I like Isan better than Chiangmai and Chiangrai.
Whoa! There's something for you. Cody likes it. Yeah, and people, when they come to Thailand, they don't go on vacation to Isan. So if you want that kind of vacation that not everybody does, maybe Isan's for you. For one thing, Isan people are very honest, very straightforward. Isn't it incredible how helpful they are?
Yeah, there's something else I was gonna say. Though this drive is a lot better too. Like the drive between Chiang Mai and Chiangrai, it was I don't know if it was just under construction, but we were on like dirt roads last time back in 2019, and this highway is like really nice, and this is a pleasant drive. All the scenery and everything.
The word for road in Thai is Tanon, and this is Tanon Mitrapap. Mitrapap means friendship. But if you're looking at a map, it's just going to have number 2. This is road number 2 in Thailand, and it goes from Bangkok all the way up to Isan. It's like Sukhumvit goes from Bangkok all the way to Rayong, all the way to Trat, all the way to the east border with Cambodia. This is the main artery in Isan. This is road number 2, Mitrapap. So you liked Korat.
Oh, the other city we went to was Chonnabot.
Oh, Chonnabot, small town outside of Kongen. That place was cool, right?
Yeah.
As soon as we rode into the town, and I started looking left, right side of the road, I got a good vibe. And we ate at this really cool restaurant. And she wanted me to do a YouTube video. I told her I'll come back. She's like, social media, take pictures. Like Dagwood's Thailand is not really up there with Retired Working for You or CB Media or Mickey Stotch or Patty Doyle. Name a Thailand channel. No Time to Be Sad, Foreigner Joe. I have somewhat of a podcast following, because the Electric Scooter podcast, I was the host. That's coming to an end, and I'm starting this YouTube channel called Dagwood's Thailand. So what did you like about Chonnabot?
I mean, it's a little city. I would just say I like that lake at the end, little lake.
Yeah.
And I like the food. I think the thing with Isan versus the touristy spots like Chiang Mai or Bangkok is it's way cheaper. Like I was just watching a guy on TikTok last night, and he was in Bangkok, and he was tripping out how cheap his food was. His meal was 150 baht, and he's like, "Oh man, this is so cheap." But what we ate, I think, what was it, 40 baht?
40 baht.
Yeah, that's
Pad Kimao and Yen Tafo.
that's kind of how much the food should cost.
It's about in US dollars like $1.20. And when we walked around the lake at Suranari and Korat, whoa, look at this guy. Go for it, dude. Thread the needle. We got coconut water, like fresh. In Thai, it's maprao, not maprao. Coconut water with the coconut meat shavings in it, the soft, pulpy kind of. And Cody pulled out a 20. And I'm thinking that's not enough. It's got to be 40, 45 baht, right? 15 baht.
I bought 2, and then I have 15 baht in my pocket right now because I was gonna
Get another.
I was gonna get a third one this morning.
So good, so fresh. You're walking around this beautiful lake at night with lights reflecting off of the water. Everybody's happy. Everybody's saying sawadee. Drinking a fresh coconut milk. And when the coconut milk is gone, you eat the coconut meat. Man, you're living life. You're living large. And it costs you 50 cents. So, Udon Thani you haven't mentioned, but Udon Thani is no slouch. What are the pros and cons of Udon Thani?
Definitely that you could fly there. That's the biggest pro. Versus any other city in Isan, I mean, just fly straight there. That's where you land.
Yeah. If you want to come from the United States or whatever country you come from, you land at Suvarnabhumi. Just arrange it so your flight 45 minutes, anywhere from $30 to $50. Go straight and land in Udon Thani, which they call an international airport, but it's a misnomer because it's a domestic airport. There's nothing international. They don't fly anywhere international. But I guess they want to have the.
They probably plan to.
They plan to, and they probably want to have that credibility or the name association as with a bigger airport, so they call it Udon Thani International Airport. And it's kind of a podunk airport, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. So there's 3 Cafe Amazons and 4 money exchanges.
Yeah, you can change your money in Udon Thani, and it was a way better rate than at Suvarnabhumi was. What did you get? 30, 31?
I'd say it was 10% more. 10%, almost 10% more money.
Well, you got 30 to 1, right? 30 point something at Suvarnabhumi. And it was 33.5
yeah.
At Udon Thani Airport. And we now know there are guys that walk around there that are taxi drivers. They charge too much. In Udon Thani, let me tell you this, viewers. Anywhere but Bangkok, you have to negotiate your taxi ride. The screen flipped off, but it's still filming us. It's a power save thing. Anywhere but Bangkok, you're going to have to negotiate your ride. When you watch YouTube channels, they always say, make sure you tell that taxi driver to use the meter because it's the law, and it is the law. And they do, for the most part, follow it in Bangkok, especially if you ask them to. But anywhere else in Thailand, you're going to go. You're going to tell them where you're going, say the word bye, and end it with mai. So, bye Udon Thani mai, bye Chiangmai mai, bye airport mai, bye Suvarnabhumi mai, bye, and then wherever the destination is, and then make it a question mai. Because sometimes taxi drivers won't want to take you to certain places because they're getting ready to get off work, or it's too far, they don't think they'll get a ride. They don't think they'll get a passenger on the return trip, whatever reason. They don't always accept you as a passenger. So you say bye wherever, mai. And for what I would say is a 150 metered taxi ride, it was 500 baht to get where we were going. So Udon Thani, the advantages are, Udon Thani used to have a U.S. military presence there. So there are a lot of people that retired and come back there. There's also a lot of Germans and people from other countries that know about it. It's kind of a hidden gem, would you call it? So it's a big city. It's big enough. What was the population?
Well, it said, I think the greater area, it said 400,000, but I think that was counting Kongen. Was it over 100,000?
I don't think that's not counting Kongen. It's counting, no, Kongen, it would be much higher than that. It's in the city, I think it's about 180,000, 160, 180, but there's all these little outlying cities around Udon Thani, and some of them are fairly well populated. So Udon Thani, we discussed, good destination, good place to retire, cheap prices, honest people. People in Isan are notorious for being honest, friendly, and helpful.
With the Udon Thani, there's the big mall, and then the market's right outside the mall.
Oh, UD Town. UD Town is a good reason to go to Udon Thani.